So you can like go really far back if you want, but it just costs more. The further you go back, the more it costs and stuff like that. But that could be like pretty cool. I think it could be pretty cool to add to the structure of the format of the game. Hey, what's good, Azul? Did you get Ace Trainer card? I did get my Ace Trainer card, yeah. Actually, it looks pretty good condition. I might try and get it graded. I feel like mine's pretty good. Actually, dude, whenever I look at... Okay, actually, no, there was one flaw with it. My centering is off top to bottom on my Ace Trainer. It's like a really skinny bottom. It's like down. You can pay to stop your opponent from opening more packs. You can block them. You have counter spells. You already pay my opponent before the game to purposely throw him. It's a good strat. It's a good strat. You got a fat top? Yeah. Maybe you could get like a 9. But I might just like keep it in the pack, to be honest. Keep it in the wrapper. All right, Tord is playing. Oh, he's got the Moltres in there. Tord's playing Mega Absol. Wait, what was Vo playing? Vo is playing. Oh, do we have a mirror match? Hold up. It is a mirror. Dude, the Raw Trolley? Oh, at least he's not going first, though. Dude, dude, if Tord opened Raw Trolley as well. Risky Ruins? Wait, how is Risky Ruins better than Snowy... What's it called? How is the Risky Ruins better than the Snowy one? Yeah, Calamitous Snowy Mountain. I would assume Calamitous Snowy Mountain would be better, right? It requires energy, I guess. Yeah. But that's fine, right? It doesn't hurt dark types? Wait, is that a plus or a minus, though? Wait, what matchup does Risky Ruins come up in? Like, what are the ruins for? Is it to damage your own... Oh, no, you don't play Cornerstone, though. Yeah, what are the ruins for? All right, Nest Ball for the Absol. Does have a Dark Energy in hand as well. And is going to throw the Latios down. Does Tord know what he's up against here? Does he know it's Mirror? Tord 611. Vo is 503. There's the Raw Trolley. Very nice. And there was the Turbo Energized top deck, actually, as well. Maybe it's good for on-demand spread. Well, that's what I was saying. Isn't, like, Snowy Mountain better for that? Because, like, you Trolley turn 1 and you just go wide instantly. You don't have time to... That's what I'm saying. Like, I think we can Moltres for 4 versus Dango. And then Bear Ruins for our last 2. Bear Ruins. Sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure. That's what I'm saying, James. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like Risky Ruins is just worse. Snowy Calamitous. I feel like it's just worse Calamitous. I feel like Calamitous just has more utility in like more situations and matchups. Because Risky Ruins, you need to have a bench space to be able to put the thing on. I don't know. Yeah, it feels like it's just worse Snowy. Maybe you get more damage in the matchups where you trolley late, like versus Dango. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Trust Tord. All right, lock in. Trust Tord. Tord's right. What is Vo playing? Maybe Vo's playing the same thing. All right, Vo does have the trolley. Goes wide. Double Monkey Dory. Kangaskhan. And then it looks like Latios and Petch. All right, here we go. It's going to be interesting. I doubt either player is teched for the mirror, so... we are going to draw. Pretty good lineup, though, for Vo. hasn't even played a supporter yet, and we have, I believe, fire energy for the Kangaskhan plus the turbo energize to our Absol here. Okay, draw 2. Any vessel, or prevent more damage on your guys so they can't get the easy KO in the mirror. Risky plus trolleys, a lot of damage to spread immediately now. No, but that's what I'm saying, Evie. That play is not, that's like a fake play, basically. It's like not a real play. Oh, didn't we have a fire in hand? I thought there was a fire in hand. I feel like playing the vessel here would be a mistake if there was a fire in hand, because we could get Iono next turn. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say, Evie. It's like that play is not real. So then, like, the Snowy Mountain theoretically... Oh, we did have energy in hand. Yeah, why did we play the vessel there? That's just got to be a mistake. Because we also might want to go back-to-back turbo energizes here, right? Yeah, this is definitely a mistake here from Vote. One, we could get Iono'd, and then we lost the vessel, which is really bad if we have to arm for energy. But also, you might want to back-to-back turbo energize here, right? To, like, set up the monkeys. And now we're just, like, don't have as much energy in our deck. Unless the second turbo energizes. No, but even if it's prized, though, I think wasting the vessel is just bad if Tord has to Iono next turn. Vessels are pretty important to make sure we don't whiff our attachments. Let me just peep prizes real fast. Plays Defiance Band. That might be big at the end game. Could it be big at the end game? I guess it could. Ursaluna K, Ursaluna or something. Alright, Tord here's got a couple options. Debating Arven versus Kangaskhan first. Is going to commit to the Arven, so we'll be able to find, I assume... Oh, we're going for Trolley? Oh, no, we're checking prize cards. Wait, no, we checked prize cards last turn. Are we just going to promote Absol and then use Absol to turbo energize with? Because there's no energy in hand. I wonder how much the mirror has changed. So it only applies to energy attached from hand. Since most of our energy comes from turbo, Risky has more value, I guess. Well, that's just not true. Most of our energy doesn't come from... We can easily find attachments for the Snowy. I'm not saying that Risky Ruins isn't correct. I just don't understand why Risky Ruins is correct. And every point that's been brought up in chat so far, I don't think is a reason that Risky is better. The only thing could be is like the one thing I can see in my head is like it's easier to set up the damage through Risky Ruins in the end game on your Ursaluna for the Golden Go KO than it is to use Snowy Mountain. But Snowy Mountain has so much more utility across the board in like every other matchup. That's why I'm like second guessing it. Hey, I'm down. Trust Tord. Oh, I mean, I guess here's a moment. All right, he's actually just getting in there with the damage, which I mean, this is pretty good, I guess. This is pretty good. It's a mirror tech. It's a mirror tech. That's 6 damage counters. That is threat of terminal period at some point. It does get aggressive with the Ursaluna bench here as well. I did say this combo here was fake, but Tord did just do it, so. It's easier to set up use to KO Dango. That's what Tord answered when we asked about it on his list. Okay, that makes sense. So it's just to get the Ursaluna KO at the end game. All right, there's the draw 2 of Kangaskhan. Yep, it's going to have to be the Turbo Energize through the Absol. I assume we're loading up the energy on the Monkey Dories this turn. And now the question for Vo is... I mean, it feels like here as Vo, you actually have to get aggressive, right? But that would want to come in the form of like Boss KO Monkey Dory with Absol to avoid building up more damage in play. Let's see what Vo opts for here. Vo should have waited a turn to get advantage of the risky... Oh, but Vo has Penny. We can start to build up the Risky Ruins damage. Other than the Luna KO, what's it for other matchups to build up damage for Dory? Yeah, you can just use it to build up damage for Dory and other matchups. Like against Guardy, right? Against Guardy specifically, being able to build up damage on your side of the field is a pretty big deal. Because if they don't ever put damage on your side of the field and only take KOs, but they like overload a Screamtail or a Drifloon or something, all of a sudden now you can threaten that. So now that's another thing they have to play around. Okay, there is a boss here for Vo. Okay. That is going to be a question as well for both players. How many Countercatcher and boss do each of them play? Because Gust KO Monkey Dory is like a really good play. And there's a Fire Energy to the Absol. And yeah, Vo's going to initiate and start swinging here. There's a Countercatcher and a boss in the hand here for Tord. I assume Vo will take away the Countercatcher with this attack. Hands it over. I mean, it's just got to be the Countercatcher, right? Because otherwise you let Tord go Iona plus Countercatcher. Well, actually, no, Tord doesn't have energy to attack with Absol here. Hold up. I'm getting ahead of myself. Tord can't attack this turn. I am getting ahead of myself here. Because he did whiff the energy last turn. So he might have to go back into a Turbo Energize this turn. But we did just lose the Arven, so that's not guaranteed, obviously. Yeah, I was kind of playing out this turn in my head as if Tord could just like respond with his own Absol attack. But that is not going to be the reality here. I feel like for Tord here, it has to be like another Turbo Energize. That is a boss gone from Vo, though, so we're down a boss. And we didn't lose a Gust effect there as Tord. So if Tord can find a Turbo Energize here, you're still only going down one Gust effect. Or... I think that's what I meant to say. Going down one Gust effect. Something like that. Alright, there's the Iono. Oh, I guess that's why Tord took Ursaluna over like Pecharunt, right? Because you need to get the extra damage, the 6 damage counters in place, so you could like threaten a Penny reset KO. Alright, here we go. 6 for Tord, 5 for Vo. Oh, Energy E-Switch and Turbo Energize. All right, well, Tord has like all the options here. The question is just what does he want to do? Oh, no, but you don't want to punch into the opponent's Absol here. So we're not punching the Absol. We're not punching the Absol here. Petra's prize for Tord? Oh, okay. Maybe that's why he didn't take it then. All right, so we're probably Turbo Energizing here as Tord. Yeah, we don't want to punch into the... If we had Countercatchered first, then maybe. And honestly, maybe you could have just Countercatchered Latias or the Petch. Immediately into the Night Stretcher. Monkey Dory goes back to the bench. Risky Ruins hits. Yeah, it's going to be that Turbo Energize from Tord here. You don't want to forget the Risky Ruins damage. Does have the Penny in hand for next turn, so Terminal Period next turn from Tord is possible. And Vo did prize a Mist Energy. There's a Mist Energy prize here for Vo, so it might be hard for Vo to play around the Terminal Period. But if Vo can just find a boss, once again, you could just go boss KO Monkey Dory and remove the... does remove the threat of the Terminal Period, yeah. They're both missing the deck there for Tord. Yep, Monkey Dory loaded up. Absol loaded up. All right, over to Vo. What do we got? What was that top deck? A Bravery Charm? I was going to say. I was like, is he... What, the Retreat to Latias seems a little weird there. I don't know about that one. All right, draw 2 off the Kangaskhan. Night Stretcher, Nest Ball. Can you reset Monkey for Terminal Period? Yeah, because you can go Monkey, Monkey, pick up Monkey, put down Monkey, Monkey, and move 6 over to the active Terminal Period knockout. All right, well, now this gets a little awkward for Vo. I don't even know what you do here. We start to build up our own Monkey Dory, but Terminal Period is available for Tord. We played energy on Kang, and Monkey Dory got 2 energy. It's a Risky Ruins. It's not a snow claim, but a Snowy Mountain. You see the energy put to the active. Is Vo just gonna swing with Absol here? Appreciate the prime sub there poked. It feels like you can't. It feels like passing is really bad, but it feels like attacking is also really bad. Nothing seems good here for Vo. Let's have an Iono, but the Iono now seems pretty low value. I feel like the Lily is probably better if we're trying to see more cards. Passing isn't great, swinging is worse. Is it really that type of situation? You could... Oh, there's an Arven in hand. I didn't see the Arven. I guess you could here... You could pass as Vo and hope Tord does not have... You hope Tord doesn't have Penny, right? Like, that's a play you could make. Oh, you could Turbo Energize here. I guess we could... Well, no, but Turbo Energizing... I mean, I guess it does something for Vo. You could Turbo Energize. You do risk the Penny terminal period happening, but... Yeah, you might just need to be honest. Just set up your own Monkey Dories. But then you just lose 3 prize cards and Tor just wins with Boss. Yeah, I guess if we had found Mist Energy here as Vo, then you could have just started swinging and been a little bit more comfortable with the situation probably. But things are not looking great here now. Because Tord does have the Penny. So I imagine Tord's play this turn is going to be to terminal period the active. Or if we find Counter Catcher, you could terminal period KO the Absol off the bench instead. I guess the only thing would be like, does Tord want to chill? If Tord has Penny, it's terminal period KO anyway, so might as well swing. Well, no, but what if Tord doesn't have Penny? If you swing and Tord doesn't have Penny, if you swing and Tord doesn't have Penny, you just gave Tord terminal period. Tord needs Penny to use terminal period right now. You can't Penny and attach Monkey because Absol needs an energy so we can attack and discard an E-switch? No, terminal period costs 2 energy. So right now you can go Monkey, Monkey, Penny, Monkey, Bench Monkey, Energy Monkey, Monkey, terminal period KO active. But Tord doesn't have to do that. He could Boss. If you had found a Miss Energy here, I guess you could attack the active. And he can also just terminal period, draw 3 prize cards, and then Boss from there. But maybe while he has Boss in hand, he wants to just Boss. Oh, he doesn't have an energy, though. He have to use his E-switch. But I guess that'd be fine, right? You could just E-switch. Okay, but it looks like he's just going to go for the prize cards. 2 Monkey Dory checks again for the Mist. There's the Penny. The reset on the Monkey. And 2 more. Oh, 2 more. There we go. 6 to the active. To infinite damage generation. Has an E-switch in the hand to work with. Could remove the energy from the Kangaskhan to maybe the Ursaluna for a late game attacker. Oh, no, just moves it to the Absol, actually, just to have that set up for a Claw, but is going to commit to the terminal period here. Nothing else to do this turn. Support has been played. No bench space, and there we go. Terminal period for the KO. Dark Energy on the active. Yeah, I guess because if you get Iono here, you just want to be more set up to have options. And you don't have your own pet, so you don't have the mobility. Got ourselves Lily, Moltres, E-switch probably. Maybe it's... No, it's... Oh, no, it is the Monkey Dory. Never mind. That is a good pull, though. Lily wouldn't have been bad either. See, now over to Vo. Feels pretty bad. Now, if Vo can find Mist, though... If you can find Mist plus Iono Punch Absol, that is a pretty good turn from Vo. But we need the Mist. And we do have a Mist priced here as well. But I don't hate just going for that line here as Vo. Just bench Fez, play Iono, hope to draw into the Mist. I don't mind. I don't think going all in on Mist here is a bad thing. Yep, and it looks like that's what Vo's playing for. And you kind of have to... Well, I guess you could find Counter Catcher here. Counter Catcher would still work. And you could even Counter Catcher KO the Latias to take away the mobility from Tord to get access to Kangaskhan. All right, here we go. Great Bangle, Defiance Band. We still have Fez. No Mist. The Mist is crucial. No Mist found. Oh, no. We did find the Counter Catcher. Okay. So this is still a pretty good play. I think we go after Latias here as Vo. Because we take away the mobility for a potential Kangaskhan draw. We also just draw prize cards. There we go. Goes after Latias. That's still a good pull. How easy would it be for Tord to do terminal period again on this next turn? Bench Pokemon. All Tord needs is Penny and a non-dark basic, and Tord would have the return knockout. Of course, that's pretty unlikely after I... And there's a Boss. I mean, I think you're always grabbing Boss here. Countercatcher would still be available for Tord through the Arvin. Bo's giving it some thought. But I don't think it's really an option. I don't think it's really a choice. Well, I guess you could get rid of Arvin to stop the countercatcher now, though, I guess, right? No countercatcher equal prizes. Oh, you're right. It is equal. They already put Vo's prize cards down to 3 at the top. So I thought Vo was drawing another one. But no, it is equal prize cards. Kangaskhan pushed here from Tord. Nitro at your top deck? Wait, Kangaskhan pushed? Were we guaranteed to be able to move that? I guess he was going to... No, what was Tord going to do here? Maybe he just knows he needs more. That's fair. I guess, yeah. Ooh, gets the mist. So now we could attack into the Absol here. But then you risk losing to Gust KO Kangaskhan off the bench with the terminal period. I mean, he can bear KO the active. I mean, he would need a lot, though, for that, right? I guess that is... You would need basic plus E-switch plus energy. I guess that is... Yeah, that is true. Energy, E-switch, double monkey. And we need a basic, right? We need to move... Well, I guess we move the active with... Oh, does he have game, actually? Oh, he's already played his E-switch. Does he... I don't think he... I feel like Tord never plays 2. If he has E-switch here, he does have game. I feel like Tord only ever plays one E-switch, though. I don't see it. Okay, I don't think there's an E-switch here. But miss plus punch with Absol is pretty good. Maybe you... Do you ever just not attack? How does Tord have game? If he had E-switch, he'd have game. Tord had second E-switch, but is prized. Oh, does he? Played one, prize one. Oh, he did prize the other one. You are right, yeah. Almost everyone uses E-hammers, though. Not anymore. No one plays E-hammer in the Mega Absol deck anymore. Teching for mirror is not worth it. Yeah, I wonder if Tord just doesn't attack here. Because the hand is really, really big from Vo, so if there's 2 boss in the hand, you just lose. How much damage is Pet shooting at the moment? 180. Start to build up the Ursa Luna. Was he just going to leave the Kangaskhan in the active? Pass. All right, Kangaskhan stays in the active. Vo cannot win this turn. Vo does need to try and get a Bravery Charm onto the active, though. And we do see the Town Store in hand. Great Bangle to the Monkey Dory. This is huge. Defiance Band to the Pheasantipity. Holy smokes. Wait, but if Vo attacks the active, Vo loses without a miss. So Vo can't attack here either. Well, you have to attack a bench Pokemon. So Vo needs, like, Mist. No Town Store? Well, I feel like you always have to play Town Store there, right? Because the Risky Ruins is just so good for Tord. Yeah, that's a pretty big mistake there from Vo. Also, if there's another Bravery Charm in the deck, unless it's prized... It's not prized. Then you need a Bravery Charm your Absol. So Vo only attacks here if you find the Mist, right? You have to find Mist, but even if you find Mist, the Ursa Luna is still a threat. So you like need more than Mist. No mist. And if there's no mist, you definitely can't attack. But didn't replace the stadium, so now you lose to the Ursa Luna play. I guess you could retreat the Absol. And then that would force Tord to also have Gust. Thinking about running to the Petch. I mean, nothing's safe, though, because of the Ursa Luna here. Oh, wants to generate damage? But wouldn't Tord just be fine with KOing the Fez with Absol? Yeah, why would Tord be against that? Why is Tord's not against us attacking, right? All right, over to Tord. Tord does still have game here. If there's a boss off the Pokegear. We have the Risky Ruins. We have the Latias. No boss yet. The Tualon Fez is a Defiance Band. Is that not the same as announcing retreat? No. There's the boss. All right, that's game. Tord wins game number 1 with the Ursa Luna Risky Ruins combo at the end. I think just checking to make sure there was no Bravery Charm on the Absol, but there maybe could have been. Maybe Vo only plays 1 Bravery Charm? Didn't put the Town Store in play. I mean, plays 2 Brave Vanguard and a Defiance Band. So I don't know how much room you have for Bravery Charms at a certain point. It's not enough. At the very least, though, Vo could have put the Town Store in play and bumped the Risky Ruins, which would have prevented this play from Tord. Tord would have not been able to win this turn if Vo had just bumped the Risky Ruins. Or drew a Ruins. Oh, did he draw one at the end there as well? Dude, what the heck? So lucky. I just want to know if Vo plays 2 Bravery Charm or not. I want to know if that was even a possibility. He did? Dude, what a sack. When do we see Vo, like, search the deck? One Bravery Charm. I just want to know if there's 2. That looked like the second one. Right there, is that it? Could be. Well, let's see the search finish. I don't know what else that green card would be. That looks like the Bravery Charm. So the Bravery Charm, even though, yeah, so we would have bumped the Ruins, which forces Tord to have a second Ruins. Tord did have the second Ruins, but we would have had a Bravery Charm on our Absol, so the game would have continued. The game would have continued. But some misplays there from Vo leads to a earlier dub than it should have been for Tord here in the mirror. And I definitely have to imagine Tord definitely has to have the advantage in the mirror here, right? With the Risky Ruins, that gives him way more control over the price trade in the mirror match here. So definitely has the advantage. Our prize card here. 2 Moltres. 2 Moltres, 2 Brave Bangle, and the Defiance Band. Isn't that a lot of Moltres? Is 1 not enough? Dude, I want Tord to not be playing the Prism Energy so I can feel... I gotta believe in myself on this one. The Prism Energy has to be terrible in the deck. There's just no way. All right, double Kanga start here. I assume Tord is going first. Prism his ass. All right, thank you, James. What? Off the top, bro? Did he really just rip it off the top, bro? They always... It's just absurd. The percentage of the trolley in the opening hand is insane, man. It's not even that big of a deal here, to be honest. It's just the fact that it happened is like the the stupid part. It's, dude, that is ridiculous. I just need someone to back me up on the Prism thing, because I feel like I keep seeing people play it. I'm like, there's just no way this is correct to run in this deck. We have way too much access to basic energy to want to be playing a Prism energy. Just can't believe it. If they're running less Vessel, it would make sense for the Prism. I just don't think that's true still. Like, I just don't think your Vessel access is so important. So if you just don't use Vessel early, which you don't use Vessel early often, like, you're going to turbo energize. That takes away 2 energy. You mostly get open to basic energy. That's another basic energy. Like, you need to be able to go, like, Vessel for double dark for your Monkey Dories or something after that. Or when you want to back-to-back, if you want to back-to-back turbo energize, which you do in a lot of matchups as well, like, or situations, then you don't want a Prism in your deck if you prize a basic or something like that. Catching up the Absol, building up damage early. To have that threat of the terminal period sooner than later. Has the Bravery Charm in hand. I mean, it feels like you may as well attach it to the Absol. It feels like that's where it always ends up. Dark Energy makes its way down onto the Kangaskhan, and then there's the pass over to Vo. I don't see how Prism plus Fire is better than 2 Fire when this deck is so board dependent. Doesn't doesn't see a lot of cards. I think people are usually playing like 2 Fire plus the Prism, right? If it should never replace the other thing for sure. Prism should never replace the second Fire. It should just be in addition to, theoretically. But at that point, it's almost always just better as a basic Dark. All right, Bravery Charm Trolley coming out here for Vo. I'll go to Trolley while running Ruins Stadium. You blocked yourself from creating damage other than poison? No. I mean, the Ruins is just like a late game card for the most part in certain matchups. It's also just to have a stadium bump against stuff like Jamming Tower. Also, there's nothing forcing you to like bench 5 Pokemon, right? You can like bench 3 or 4 depending on the situation. Keep some in hand. A lot of it is the Ruins is like main purpose is probably just to be able to Ursaluna plus Ruins in the late game against Golden Go. All right, Turbo Energize coming in here for Vo. Absol is going to get set up. Now we see the Bravery Charm down on the Absol. All right, Tord checking, making sure. No energy or Turbo Energize in hand here yet for Tord. No Arven as well. There's also only 18 minutes left. We are definitely not getting a game number 3. This could definitely end in a 1-0 as well for Tord. We'll see. Imagine you use Ruins to KO Dango with Moltres easier too. It could come up, I guess, yeah. I mean, you most likely just want to save it, though, because they... Well, actually, no, you probably never do that, though, because they could, like, Picnic Basket it. And replace your Ruins. Or Monkey Dory it. Some of them play Monkey Dory. You probably should always hold the Ruins to combo with Ursaluna in the late game. You're mostly not using it early game, probably. It's like Vo should be energizing to Monkey Doris. I don't know why we're so adamant to energize the Absol. Because you want to be able to be aggressive with Terminal Period. Like, you don't want to just sit there and do nothing. You want to be able to... Or not Terminal Period, excuse me. You want to be able to use Claw of Darkness aggressively, depending on how you draw. Like, if you have Boss KO Latias next turn with that, you probably just go for that play, right? Stuff like that. You don't want to... Yeah, you wanted the option to be aggressive. If you turbo energize to Monkey Dories, that means you're like resigning yourself to turbo energize next turn. But if you turbo energize to Absol, then you have like options. Because if you're going to resign yourself to turbo energizing to Absol next turn, you may as well have the option of Claw of Darkness. And then if you don't want to Claw of Darkness, then you turbo energize to your Monkey Dories, right? So it's the same thing, but you have more depth of options on the immediate turn. All right, turbo energize found here for Tord, and the Mist Energy. That's a big one. Mist Energy already found for Tord. No Mist for Vo yet. That's where things can get to start to get pretty scary. Is Tord considering? Ooh. Tord's going for options, though. One to the Monkey Dory, one to the Absol. Make it easier to play around a potential aggressive punch from Vo, I guess. Like, because I guess Vo could just get aggressive and punch the Absol here. And now this makes it a little bit harder for Vo. So I like this split here, I guess. With the extra energy in play from Tord. On Vo's last turn, Vo definitely did not have that luxury for sure. Also, it wouldn't lead to anything, I guess, for Vo, because you're not getting attacked. So still, what Vo did was still correct here. Now the question is just, what does Vo... Well, we have Boss. We have energy here from Vo. So you could Boss KO the Monkey Dory like we'd seen previously. Or maybe should you just go for prize cards here? Like, should Vo just go Boss KO Latias to take away the Kangaskhan draw? I guess it doesn't take away the Kangaskhan draw fully, though, because you still have Petch here. I almost feel like just going after the prize cards here from Vo is just better. Like, just KO Petch or Latias. Probably Latias, right? Actually, I don't even know if that's true. But if the Petch run gets a Bravery Charm, then it survives longer. So maybe it is Petch first here, actually. See, the Monkey Dory just feels like too slow for the situation where Tord has Tord has Mist already. Like, how are we winning the game with this line as Vo? I also don't like the Brave Charm to the Kangaskhan. I feel like that should still be on the Petch, right? There we go. There's the knockout. Just take away a card here. I mean, it's probably the Night Stretcher. The Risky Ruins, I don't think... Well... No, it's probably the Night Stretcher, right? It's got to be the Night Stretcher. Oh. Yo, I feel like that's wrong. I feel like... Vo's got like PTSD from the first game, and it's just like... There it is. That's the card that beat me. But I feel like the Night Stretcher is higher value there for sure. Yeah, I don't love the Risky Ruin chase. I feel like it's hard for Tord to get that much value out of Risky Ruins right for the current board state. Like, bro, he got mind controlled. Yeah, I feel like Tord is not getting the value right now. Like, last game was one thing, but this game is completely different. All right, Tord starting with the Kangaskhan draw. Now, I'm curious to see if Tord just punches the active here. Like, we have Mist Energy. Oh, excuse me, Night Stretcher. We have our Mist Energy, so we're safe from Terminal Period. So we could just Night Stretcher for Dark Energy and just punch the active Absol. Or, you know, try and find a vessel. Night Stretcher Monkey Door, something like that. Giving it some thought. What is that Pokemon? Fez just wants to see more. All right. Now we just drew into the Dark Energy. That lets us conserve the Night Stretcher. That's nice. We got Boss. We got Arvin. We got... Literally, Tord he has all the options. He can do whatever he wants. What does he want to do? Pretty confidently going into the Arvin here. Countercatcher and the TM Turbo Energize. You're just going to get aggressive? I mean, if you're searching out the Countercatcher, we're definitely playing it this turn, right? Then we're losing a boss. The only thing with this play, though, from Tord is then we're losing a boss to... Or are we just like, setting up? No, we are going to go with the Countercatcher here, okay? And is going to chase a Monkey Dory. Although I think it makes more sense for Tord to chase Monkey Dory. Actually, does it? Because he has the Mist Energy. But I guess once we eventually hit, we don't want too much damage to get moved back to our side of the field, maybe? All right, there we go. Take away the monkey. Oh, I guess this also doesn't give Vo Countercatcher, right? You probably don't want to give Vo access to Countercatcher. If you do take a 2-prize knockout, then you give Countercatcher to Vo, which you would probably want to avoid. Although I could... Would it really have been that bad if Tord had just attacked into the Absol there and pressured that instead? Like, we have the mist here as Tord. Yeah, not going ahead makes sense. I'm trying to, like, figure out why we wouldn't just attack the Absol here as Tord. And try and, like, remove that. Because we can just 2-hit KO it, right? 200 damage, 200 damage. It could just get pennied, but that's fine, right? Like, that's not good enough. Why Scar Penny when he has another in hand? Why not, like, Arven or something? Because Penny is a way more powerful resource than Arven. Penny leads to, like, big plays. Arven is, like, pretty... Once you've, like, set up and established your board state, Arven's fall off pretty quickly. Torch should have discarded Moltres just for the mind game. True. That would convince Vo to discard towards Moltres later on. Would want to play around E-Hammer. That would be like a really big turn from... Vo would need, like... Do you see a boss found here from Vo? So gonna stay ahead here. And this is what... But I feel like this is what I want to see Vo do last turn, to be honest. I feel like Vo should just try to draw prize cards aggressively. Just go KO Latias last turn, or Petch, KO Petch last turn, Latias this turn. Just go really far ahead in the prize exchange. Playing around Enhanced Hammer as Tord as well once you saw like double Bangle last turn, or like Bangle Defiance seems like a lot. It's pretty safe to not play around E-Hammer here, I feel like. That's why I'm wondering, like, why not just punch the Absol? I guess, okay, I guess the one thing I can think of would be, like, Ice Cream, right? That's the one thing I can think of here. Terminal period is possible here. Yeah, but what would Tord need for a terminal period? He would need, like, E-Switch, Penny, Ruins. E-Switch, Penny, Ruins. Oh, wait. Bench, attach, E-Switch. Oh, no, there's 2 on the active Absol already. Oh, shoot. Oh, it's not even that far away, I guess. Oh, that's probably a misplay from Vo, right? Yeah, we don't want to give damage for Tord to work with. Yeah, if Tord gets the Ruins, he has the... Oh, my gosh. Monkey Ruins, E-Switch. And we have Fez plus Kangaskhan. It is possible here. Starting with the Kangaskhan draw. Okay, nothing yet. Did find an S-Ball. I believe the 3rd Monkey Dory is in the deck. Might be in the hand, though. No Ruins. Did find a boss. So we can gust around the Absol again, which is what Tord did do last turn. S-Ball coming out. My assumption would be for the 3rd Monkey Dory here. Or, yeah. Our last Monkey Dory here. Yeah, I guess one reason to not punch the Absol in the previous turn would have been to play around Ice Cream, I guess. Which is something it looks like Tord does not play. I don't see the Ice Cream in Tord's deck. Just burning the Nest Ball here. Okay. Burning the Nest Ball. I guess there's not much to grab anymore at this point. Night Stretcher is going to be out for most things. But I guess like wouldn't Ursaluna be something you'd maybe want to get access to in the late game? Did Tord get Mega Absol on the active last turn and wasn't poisoned? Oh, wait. Is that a... I don't know. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Wait, was it supposed to be? Am I missing something? He has Latias? Tord? Tord doesn't have Latias. Latias literally just got KO'd. Oh, yeah, it literally just died. Dude, you know what? I'm just not going to listen to chat anymore. All right, Iono plus Punch coming in from Tord. Maybe Tord just wanted Vo to draw more prize cards before he went in with the Absol Punch Absol play. Stop reading fucking YouTube chat? Yeah, my bad. I'll read Twitch chat only. Yeah, now this is a much more brutal Absol into Absol punch here from Tord. With the Iono down to 3. Patch up, and yep, we have the mist and everything, so here comes the Claw of Darkness. There's an E-switch. Not a very tough choice here. Four, 6, and then one more from Poison. All right, all good. All right, that's a very damaged Absol with no Monkey Dories in play. And Penny here would probably be too slow from Vo to make a comeback. So, yeah, this one is looking pretty cooked. I think Tords pretty much got this one locked up. I don't see how Vo ever gets back. Oh, wait, hold on. Vo does have 3 prize cards left. Maybe there is something here. We could just boss and take another 2 prize cards. We could just draw more prize cards here as Vo. Absol needs some ice cream. It would need a lot of ice cream. Yeah, Vo could just line up some boss action here. Oh, okay, hold up. There's a boss. Boss number 1. An energy attachment for turn 2 the Mega Kangaskhan would have been pretty nice, though, to set up like another attacker on board. Or maybe even the Petch. I mean, just energy somewhere. Because Ursaluna is not currently online. No, there's no way we go with the IO. You have to boss here. You cannot punch the active Absol. You don't have a choice. There's no choice. Pretend the Iono doesn't exist. Dude, the judge just needs to step in and like take the Iono out of his hand. It's not there. The game is unwinnable if you take Iono here. You can't do that. That's a league. You can't do that. You're just going to lose. This is not a win condition. All right, this game. Can we just have like the judge intervene here and just take it away from him? Like, what could even possibly be the line here? There's no... It's to pass, right? You can't even put your Absol in the active here. It has to be like Iono pass, but that's the same thing as just not doing anything for turn. Judge eat the Iono, please. I think I maybe saw second counter catcher in Tords deck, so he can just, like, counter catcher KO the Absol with an Arvin here. There actually was a line there for Vo if you just draw 2 prize cards, if you just stay aggressive. Bring up, I don't know, one of the Pokemon on the bench. Petch. Well, it has to be Petch. Yeah, KO the Petch. Go down to 1. Maybe there's an argument to KO Monkey Dory. I don't know. Punching the active is too slow. Oh, wait, no. Vo's going for the 2-hit on the active here. Okay, wait, hold on. Maybe I'm trolling, actually. Vo can just 2-hit the active here. This is a line. No, there is a line here. Vo does have 3 prize cards. We could just 2-hit KO the active here. We got 250 on the active. 330. Can we get Monkey Dory KO'd? Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm trolling. I'm the one who was trolling here. Vo's on top of his game here. This is a win con. This is a win con here. And in fact, this actually might be the better win con. I've baited myself. Monkey KOs, right? That'd be scary if the monkeys KO the active here. I don't know if they do. 240, 260. I guess this, but honestly, realizing this makes it go back to being like, I feel like Torch should have punched the Absol sooner then. Like, realizing this now, it feels like Tord maybe should have punched the Absol sooner just to deal with it more quickly. Double Monkey, then it dies to Poison and Checkup. So I guess you could hide the Absol here as Tord, right? And it would die to Poison, so there's no Fez draw. I think we want the Kangaskhan draw here. Yeah, you want to KO through a point. You want to penny your Absol this turn for sure as Tord. We're looking for penny here. Penny? Nope. Uh-oh. This is winnable now. No penny. Double Monkey Dory moves 6. The active would die to poison in between turns, but then if Vo has Ursaluna Energy... Ursaluna Energy Boss, excuse me. Alright, it doesn't get KO'd. Yeah, we need the penny there. The penny would have been pretty broken. It does get KO'd by poison, though, which means there's no Fez draw for Vo, which is pretty big. 1 minute left. Night Stretcher. Oh my... There's the Pokegear in hand. Another win con here for Tord is Vo thinking he can use Fez and then draw with Fez, see the cards, and get a double prize penalty. Top deck. Yveltal. Night Stretcher can be the energy for the Ursaluna. So we need to draw into Ursaluna off Kangaskhan. And then Pokegear into boss. Here we go. 2. Ursaluna. Nope. I mean, Tord doesn't guarantee to win on his turn, I guess. There's a good chance. There's a good chance. The Fez DPL is still live as a win condition here. Bear needs 2 energy, though, right? No, it just needs 1. Tord has 2 prizes left. You can still get Bear. Oh, true. We could get the we can counter catcher here as Vo if Vo has counter catcher left. Very true. Very true. He's recovering an energy though with the Night Stretcher though, which makes you think we're giving up on the Ursaluna play. We're giving up just like that. Time. Oh no! You have to go for the counter catcher play now. We don't have a choice. Does Vo have a counter catcher left? Well. I guess that's just game. Yeah, Tord does have game in hand as well. Oh, Tord has access to terminal period. So I guess Vo has to like retreat to a Monkey Dory and pass. You switch counter catcher patch works. Oh, that is true. That is true. Okay, that is true. That counter catcher E-switch. Do those cards even exist in the deck still? There's 1 E-switch in the discard pile. I have no idea how many E-switch Vo plays. I'm not that confident in like a high count of E-switch though in Vo's list because he plays 2 Brave Bangle and a Defiance Band. That's like a lot of things. I mean, you just go for it, right? Marvin makes his way to the bench. Yeah, Defiance to patch Lily into E-switch counter catcher. If he even has that combination of cards left. And then bench, I don't know, bench Yveltal. Yveltal's chill. Put Yveltal on the bench. Yeah, Yveltal's chill. All right, Lily. Counter catcher, E-switch. This does mean Vo has to be playing 2 E-switch. I don't know if we've seen 2 E-switch yet. E-switch. There's 1 gone. Counter catchers are not gone. 1 E-switch gone. Maybe plays 2. Counter catcher definitely plays. So that's left. Dude, this is where you got to get the judge shuffle involved. This is where you judge shuffle. Oh, there it is. Classic, a classic. Does it matter since Tord is up a game? Well, yeah, if Vo wins here, then it's... Vo can win this turn, this turn. Oh, garbage! It's chalked. Retreat to Yveltal, and yeah, it doesn't matter. Tord is the last turn of this match, which means, yeah, Tord wins 1-0.